What's going on, guys? Aussie here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got Team of the Week 6 predictions, and I must admit, the previous two Team of the Weeks, the potential they had was amazing. But what they were in reality, it was disappointing, man. It was straight up disappointing. Like last week, we could have had Levin, we could have had Haaland. Two of them, or even one of them, would have been absolutely amazing, but EA just apparently didn't do it. So now we're on to Team of the Week 6, and I'm hoping they bounce back. I'm hoping this Team of the Week is the best one we've seen in the past 3 weeks. But we are starting off with Higuain. Now, Higuain, I understand he's not a player that's going to be probably used in FIFA 22 because you look at that pace and you're thinking to yourself, 62? Yeah, we're going to push this guy instantly to a side. And I definitely do agree. I feel like if he gets a Team of the Week card, most likely he will be used as fodder. But he deserves to get a Team of the Week card because he got himself a goal, he got himself 2 assists, and he ended on a 9.2 rating as well. Inter Miami ended up winning the game 5-1. But yeah, once again, not much to talk about him, but definitely deserves to be in there. Now, up next, we do have Taremi. Now, Taremi ended up scoring the only 3 goals Porto scored. He literally got himself a hat-trick and ended on a 9.7 rating. By the way, 9.7, absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's very hard to get a 10.0, and the fact that he got near it, a 9.7, is very, very impressive. But another player that doesn't look so great, you know. He looks alright. He doesn't look anything amazing. Do I feel like he'll be used a ton in FIFA 22? I really, really doubt it. But he's going to probably be one of those players that will pop up in those red player picks. Now, on to Simeone's son, which is also called Simeone. Now, he got himself 4 goals. 4 goals against Lazio and ended on a 9.7 rating. 4 goals, 9.7. 3 goals, 9.7. You see what I mean? It's very hard to get a 10.0. But either way, against Lazio, where they got players like Immobile, players like Felipe Anderson, and my boy is scoring 4 goals against them. Absolutely unbelievable. He is 100%, by the way, guaranteed to be in Team of the Week. If he doesn't get into it, questions will be asked. Like, what? You're scoring 4 goals and somehow you don't manage to get yourself into it? No shot. EA, you have to give Simeone a Team of the Week card. Now, on to our last striker. We are going to have Joshua King. He scored 3 goals. He got himself a 9.6 rating. And the interesting thing about this game is that Everton was actually winning the game 2-1 in the 78th minute. 2-1 in the 78th. There was 12 minutes left. And Watford, all of a sudden, they want to score 4 goals. 4 goals in 12 minutes plus added time, right? But like, come on, Everton being 2-1 up in the 78th, you would not see them screw that up. But apparently, they conceded 4. Either way, Joshua King ended up scoring 3 goals. He actually looks like a pretty decent card, I must admit. Like, I can actually see a decent amount of people try Joshua King in their Premier League teams. Now, on to our wingers. We are going to have Mo Salah. Like, listen, I don't really want to talk about the game, me being a Manchester United fan, but he was amazing. There's no other way of putting it. He got himself 3 goals. He got himself an assist, and he ended on a 9.8 rating as well. And this could potentially be his second in form in FIFA 22. Like, what is this guy on? His form right now, IRL, is absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe how good he's actually playing. But yeah, this could be his second in form. I feel like he's guaranteed to get it because I believe his first in form was in Team of the Week 1. So he is actually eligible of getting it. So on to the other side now, we are going to have Tadic again. He has been in Team of the Week predictions, I believe it's 3 times or maybe even 4 times. This guy is on some crazy form. Let's just put it that way, okay? And for some odd reason, he still hasn't got himself his first in form. He got himself a goal. He got himself a 2 assists. And he also got himself a 9.2 rating. Now, this is the thing, right? This is a big game. Because PSV are actually second in the Dutch league. And obviously, Ajax are first. Even though Ajax ended up beating them 5-0, it's still a big game in that league. So this is where I really do see Tadic getting himself he's first in form. Now, once again, man, how usable does he look? You look at a pace, you look at a position that he plays in, and I doubt a lot of people are going to be using him. But with the form he is on in real life, he deserves to get an inform. EA, I cannot believe you haven't gave this guy a single inform card yet. That is straight up, for me, disrespectful. Just straight up disrespectful. But we do have Mason Mount up next. 7-0. Chelsea beat Norwich 7-0. It was no joke of a game. Chelsea were playing absolutely unbelievable. Norwich's defensive line was all over the place as well. And your boy Mason Mount ended up getting himself a hat-trick and also got himself an assist and also ended on a 9.8 rating as well. He's looking like a pretty decent card. I can see a lot of people using Mason Mount in that cam position in their Premier League team. Now on to another familiar face, let's say. It is going to be Szoboszlai. He had a Future Stars card, I believe it was last year. And I actually really did enjoy that card last year. I feel like a lot of people was using him in like that winger position. But now he could be getting an inform card in the cam position. He got himself a goal, he got himself an assist, and he got himself an 8.4 rating as well. Leipzig actually ended up winning the game 4-1. He's not looking like, you know, an outrageously good card like his Future Stars was last year. But maybe give him a few, you know, promo cards, let's say. And he could become insanely usable. Because even for his first in form, those stats aren't actually looking too bad. Now, onto a centre mid. We are going to have Gundo. He got himself a goal and he ended on an 8.3 rating as well. Manchester City ended up winning the game 4-1 against Brighton. Now, Gundo wasn't the favourite person to be in his Team of the Week prediction. It was Phil Foden. But the thing is, Phil Foden has had a Team of the Week card already. And he actually has had it quite recently, let's say. So I feel like most likely it will go down to your boy Gundo. He doesn't look like a bad card. I don't mind his card in-game when it comes down to his gold card. It is pretty good. He's more of like a person that feels good on the ball. And then he obviously has that passing ability as well. He's first in form. I can't see it being crazy different to his gold card. But he would be like a really nice card, let's say, to get into your like red player picks. So on to another centre mid, but not our last centre mid. It is going to be Thomas Partey. He got himself a goal and ended on an 8.5 rating. A very good rating, by the way, for a centre mid. Arsenal ended up winning the game 3-1. And as you clearly can see, Partey wasn't the only person that turned up in the game. Aubameyang got himself a goal and assist. And Smith Rowe also got himself a goal and assist. Now, the reason I don't believe Smith Rowe will get it is because he's already had it in form already. So most likely they'll give it to your boy Thomas Partey, which hasn't had it in form. And the reason I feel like Aubameyang won't get it is because his goal was a penalty miss and then he scored the rebound. So I feel like after all that, it most likely will go down to your boy Thomas Partey. And he's not looking like a bad card. He's looking like a very, very good midfielder. A midfielder that's probably going to help you out going forward. And a midfielder that is definitely going to help you out going backwards as well. Now, up next, we are going to have Benacer. Now, Benacer has got himself a goal, an assist, and an 8.8 rating. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, by the way. I believe it is, but if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. Either way, he had an amazing performance for a centre mid. You don't usually see centre mids get an assist often. You don't usually see them get a goal often. The fact that he's got both of them definitely means that he deserves to be in the Team of the Week. And he is looking like a pretty nice box-to-box midfielder. Yes, he is not looking as good as Thomas Partey, but I still feel like he deserves to be in here. Now, on to our defenders. We are going to have Hummels up first. He got himself a goal and he got himself an 8.4 rating. Now, this is the thing, right? You look at Hummels getting a goal, you think to yourself, okay, most likely it's off a corner, most likely it's a header, right? Which is the most common thing, right? He always scores headers off corners. But this is the thing. This was not the case where he scored a header. This was actually a volley outside the box. When would you ever see Hummels score a volley outside the box? And it was actually a really good volley as well. It went straight into the corner. Now, if we're talking about how usable he is in FIFA terms, let's say, 58 pace. You know, 58 pace is not exactly what you want to see on a centre-back. So I doubt he will be used, but maybe some people don't care about pace, you know? So maybe some people just care about the tackling stat. That's when it will come useful. Other than that, though, I really doubt he's going to get used very often in FIFA 22. Now, on to another amazing centre-back. And it is going to be your boy Alaba in the El Clasico. Real Madrid won the game 2-1 against Barcelona. And Alaba scoring the first goal in the entire game. And what a goal it actually was. Once again, you're probably thinking, oh, with the centre-back, it probably came off a corner. No. Alaba wanted to make a run all of a sudden. He was, I would say, through on goal, but the defender was actually right next to him. He smashed it from, I believe it was just inside the box, and it went into the side net. It was an absolutely unbelievable finish. A finish that you probably expect from a striker and not a centre-back. But he ended on a 7.9 rating. Not exactly the highest rating, but with the goal he scores in the game he scored it in as well, he deserves himself a Team of the Week card. Moving on to another centre-back, we are going to have Quartes. He scored the only goal Sporting scored in the entire game, and he ended on an 8.3 rating as well, making it, by the way, the winning goal because it only ended 1-0. There's not much to talk about when it comes down to Quartes. You can see by the physical stats and defending stats just in general, he looks like an absolutely amazing centre-back. But I feel like Quartes is probably going to be one of those cards that, you know, you're waiting to probably get like a promo for, or you're waiting for like all the way till team of the season, because once again, you're probably looking at the pace 71 and you're probably going to instantly push it to a side. But look how good those defending stats and physical stats actually are. Like, if those stats are the official ones on his actual inform card, oof, I know some people will probably be interested, but the majority will push it to a side once again because of the pace. By the way, we've got no fullbacks in it. There was literally just centre-backs performing after performing after performing. And the next one is going to be UPAMECANO, a player that got himself 2 assists and a player that got himself a 9.0 rating. For me, I feel like he is pretty much guaranteed to get himself an inform card. Bayern ended up winning the game 4-0 against Hoffenheim. And we all know how good UPAMECANO is this year. Yes, his acceleration isn't anything crazy on his gold card, but maybe if he gets a few more special cards, maybe if he gets a few more informs, let's say, he could be becoming an absolutely insanely good centre-back this year. But yeah, UPAMECANO could be getting himself his first inform of FIFA 22. Now, on to our last centre-back before we move on to our goalkeepers. We are going to have Aguard. Now, Aguard, you know, he got himself a goal. He got himself an 8.8 rating. He scored the only goal in the entire game, but that's pretty much it when it comes down to what we're talking about here, because he looks like a good centre-back, but a centre-back that I really doubt is going to get used. But once again, he deserves to get himself a Team of the Week, and that is why he is in here. Now, on to our goalkeepers. We are going to have Fabianski. Fabianski, by the way, being one of the only reasons West Ham actually won the game, because he pulled out 4 saves, 4 nice saves as well, ended on a 7.3 rating, not exactly the highest of ratings, but as it's a big game against Spurs, I do believe there will be an inform in this game, and most likely it will go down to Fabianski. And on our other goalkeeper, we are going to have, it's a tough one, is it, to pronounce, Vlachodimos? I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but you know, like, look at that name. I can't really pronounce that correctly every single time. Either way, he bought himself 4 saves. He got himself a 7.6 rating as well. Benfica ended up winning the game 1-0. Once again, not really much to talk about, but if people are building a Liga NOS team and, you know, you're sitting there with those OP centre-backs like Pepe and stuff, I can guarantee this goalkeeper will come in handy. Now, on to our Team of the Week boost card. We are going to have a Tau, a very familiar face. Now, this is the interesting thing about this game, right? Lyon was 2-0 up. 2-0. Then this man came on, and he turned the game completely around. He scored the first goal for Nice, making it 2-1. He then got the penalty for the second goal. And then for the third goal, he made a key pass for it. He 100% deserves to be in this Team of the Week, and I know so many people would be happy to have a Tau back into their team. And as you clearly can see, he got himself a goal and he ended on an 8.1 rating. I predict him to be the Team of the Week boost card. We all know we would love to see it as well, and I'm hoping EA actually go ahead and do it. Now, for the Silver Star, we are going to have Burkhardt, I believe is how you say it. 2 goals, a single assist, and a 9.4 rating from the 19-year-old, I believe it is. Once again, not looking like a terrible card. A card that I know a lot of people would be happy with as a Silver Star. But that is going to be it for Team of the Week 6 predictions. As you see, man, you have the players like Atal, you have players like Opa, you have players like Alaba, Hummels wouldn't be too bad either, Partey wouldn't be too bad, Gundo, Mason Mount, Mo Salah, which I know a lot of people would be happy with. But yeah, Team of the Week 6, looking pretty decent. Is it looking as good as, let's say, Team of the Week? I think it was 3 that was really good. Most likely not. But Team of the Week 6 has potential. Now, EA, don't disappoint. With some of the players that you've seen in here, do not disappoint. There's like Mo Salah that is pretty much guaranteed to be in there, right? And if he doesn't, oh, there's going to be riots. Let's just say that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to leave a comment. But for now, peace.